So a quick review or a quick look at these Blink cameras, an Amazon owned company. I ain't going to do a full unboxing and an in-depth review, but if you're looking for some wireless outdoor Wi-Fi connectable or internet connectable security cameras, I'd highly recommend these, purely for the fact that I've had them for about 3 years now, and apart from probably the battery life, which is decent, but I'll go into that in a minute, they are decent cameras. So there's a few you can get. Obviously the outdoor ones, you get the older original ones, which are the xt2, which are like a matte sort of colour, and the back is like so. And then they've got the newer one, which is just the Blink outdoor camera. Basically the same, just a different design. It's all shiny. I don't really like the shinier ones, but whatever. Does the same thing. Both 1080p, both waterproof, both exactly the same basically. The only difference is the casing. You've got a little push down button there to open it, and you've got a screw there. Both runs on 2 batteries, and obviously you can connect them via USB, plug them in. But it's a bit hard if you can. Obviously, if you can have them on the side of your house, battery is the best way. But if you can get them plugged in, then you haven't got to worry about changing the batteries. So they say 2 year battery life. Now that is if your settings are optimized for like the minimum, like the not so good quality. So you can have they're both 1080p, but you can choose the quality of the image or the recordings. So these are all set at the factory settings to get the 2 year battery life, and it also depends how many times they're getting triggered. So both 1080p, both night vision, both triggered by movement. When they're triggered, they send a notification to the app. I'll add a little sort of look at the app, but I'm not going to go into too much detail. You can figure that out, but I'm just going to go through the cameras with you because they're all right. They're all right. So yeah, if you go into the settings and change all the like the best quality picture or video recording, the highest IR infrared night vision setting, and longer clip lengths for recording, it does significantly impact the batteries. So I'm getting about a year, I'd say, because I have a few of the settings just adjusted slightly different. Obviously cameras, if you've got one at the front of your house and you've got loads of people going by, it's going to be triggered a lot more than one at the back of your house, say, if you're not in your garden a lot, blah blah blah. But you can also tinker around with the times. So you don't have to have them set all day. You can set them to come on at, say, 6 onwards at night or during the night and whenever. And yeah, basically they're just little cameras. You stick the batteries in, you download the app. You have a sync module that has to be connected to your Wi-Fi that's always plugged in via the mains. So you just stick that next to your Wi-Fi box or somewhere in your house. That will connect to your Wi-Fi, and then your cameras all connect to that. And then when you obviously go on the app, it all goes through this box, like the little brain box. So yeah, you get the cameras, come in a box like this. That's for the newer one. That was just one camera and a sync module. So you can get various packages. Starter pack normally comes with a camera and a sync module, so you can get started. Then you can buy extra cameras to add on, or you can buy 2 cameras and a sync module, blah blah blah. So once you've got them, you can literally whack in the batteries, download the app, plug in your sync module, pair your sync module with your app, Then you just add the cameras. You can add as many as you want. I think, well, I say as many as you want. I think the maximum is 12. I'm not entirely sure, but that's a lot of cameras. I've got 4, and that's ample, I'd say. But, you know, depends. I've got one on the front of the house, one down near the drive from the garage, and I've got one round the back, and I've got another one that, well, it's not even, I'm not even using it at the minute, but you can, I'd say 4 is a decent number. Depends how big your gaff is, really, doesn't it? But anyway, so yeah, you can have as many as you want, up to 12. So yeah, once you've got the app and you've got the Blink module connected, the sync module, the Blink module, the Blink sync module connected, you can just add the cameras. So this one is the original one. I've had that for about 3 years, but they've got the newer one now. There is actually another one coming out, the Blink 4 camera. It's actually out in America, but it's not out in the UK yet, so I don't know when that's going to be available, but it is pretty much exactly the same. It's just a different design again. So yeah, battery powered. They take, so they're pretty much both the same. This one, the older one, if you pick a couple of these up on the old internet, that just pushes down and that opens. I better cover this barcode. You've got a little barcode on the back that you scan. So you open the app, you scan the barcode, it adds the camera, and away you go. 2 batteries. Now you have to use the Energizer Ultimate Lithium. That's what it recommends because of the drop in temperature in the winter and the high temperatures in the summer. Not that you get a lot of high temperatures in the summer, not in England anyway. But anyway, so yeah, they recommend using them batteries and no other ones. So yeah, you add the camera. You've got a little switch there. You can there's a little LED light on the front, and that will literally show up when it's recording. So if you want to turn it off, because it is quite a bright light, if you've got a nice dark area where you're recording somebody doing something they shouldn't, and the light comes on, it will scare them away. But in its defence, then that could be a good thing. But yeah, you've got the choice whether to switch that on or off, the little LED light. And when I say LED light, I don't mean a light that projects a nice light. It's just a recording light, like a red LED. But I think this one's blue, if that makes sense. But anyway, so yeah. And then you just literally put your cover back on, snap it shut, and that's it. Good to go. Like I say, you can mini USB, a little USB thing. You can connect to USB, plug it in, so you can have it hardwired. I don't think you can wire it into your electric. You have to plug it in via a plug. So you obviously wouldn't need to worry about changing the batteries, but if it's on the front of your house, up quite high, it's going to be fairly tricky to do that unless you've got a garage where you're going to put it and you can sort of run it through the soffit or something and just plug it in, and then you can have all the best settings set up and you won't have to worry about the battery life. So yeah, that's what you'll be getting. Probably that one now. Like I say, they're both the same. 1080p, blah blah blah, night vision, motion activated, so it literally, you can just set it up. Someone walks past, it will set the camera off, it will record for, I think the standard setting is 5 seconds, so it will record for 5 seconds and then it'll end the clip, and it will obviously notify you. It will actually notify you when as soon as it starts recording. But bear in mind that it is internet speed. You know, depends how good your internet is. You might get the clip a little bit later than the recording. But you can alter the length of the clips, so you can have it for 10 seconds, you can have it to re-trigger straight away or after a few seconds. But it all adds up to the fact that it will use more battery life. Like I say, I get about a year's use. I think I've got the video setting on best quality. I've got the infrared night vision set at a slightly higher intensity to get a better picture. And I think I've got a re-trigger time set for a higher rate or something, or a lower rate, or something like that. But you can tinker around with all that in the app. I'll leave that up to you. I will sort of add a little app sort of video just to show you what it's like. But I'm not going to go into a massive detail of the app. It's quite easy to use. It's just basically the cameras, really. So with the newer one, you just get, instead of a little push button thing, it's a actual screw. So you get this little mount thing that comes with it. So basically, the camera comes with that, and it will come with one of these. So that screws to your wall, and then your camera sticks, let me just, onto there like that, okay? And then you can just put it on the wall and adjust the angle, blah blah blah. I must say though, the angle is a bit poor. You can buy aftermarket mounts off Amazon, which give you more of an angled sort of directional sort of position, but these are sort of limited. They're not quite as good as they could be, I'd say, but what do you expect? But this one comes with the newer one and with the old one. But with the newer one, I'll just snap that off. You also get this little tool, and it's to unscrew the back of the camera. So I'll unscrew this and I'll show you the batteries first. So you unscrew that, and then you sort of have to, it is quite hard to get it off, but you need to sort of, because there's something to grab onto, you see. So you have to sort of put your finger in there, pull it off, just cover that up quickly. So yeah, there's the batteries, Ultimate Lithium, Energizer ones, same as exactly the same as that, apart from it's a screw than a little clip. And then obviously you can pop that back on, push it into there, like so, and then you take your little adapter tool, it's a screwdriver to tighten it up. Same again, USB, you can plug it in there, have it wired into the mains, or well, not the mains, but plug it in. Obviously it is plugging into the mains, but not hardwired, if you know what I mean. And then yeah, but this also doubles up. You can actually use it as a mount extender. So they've obviously thought from this model to this model that this is a little bit rubbish. So they've added this little thing that can obviously clip into there, and then that can clip into there, like so. And then it doubles up as like a bit of more of an angle, if you know what I mean. It gives you more of an angle on the camera. But it's a bit flimsy. Does the job, but you've got to have them up high enough so people can't sort of jump up and just nick them off the wall. But yeah, like I say, if you go on Amazon or eBay, you can get some decent mounts for these cameras that are a lot more secure. You can get loads of other bits. You can get solar panel case that charges it, but I don't know how that works. I think it just powers it. Can't charge it because they're not rechargeable batteries. And then also, this is another one. This is just a rubber case. You can get cases to protect them or change the colours of them. That's white because I had it like on a soffit of a garage. And then they do the indoor mini cameras. So same sort of thing. It's not battery powered though. This definitely has to be plugged in. But obviously it's an indoor camera. It's not waterproof. You can't use it outdoor. But it does the motion sensor. It does all the night vision. It records. It's got two-way sound. You can speak and you can obviously hear what they're saying. Same with these. You can speak to people. So if you've got it near your front door or on your front door or up above your door, someone rings the bell, it'll obviously notification will come up because there's obviously movement, and then you can talk to them, which is pretty cool. But obviously there is a slight delay, depends on your internet connection. But it's the same with the Ring and all the other cameras and the doorbells. But yeah, I'll do a little. I'll put a little bit of footage up of a video of a recording so you can see how good the quality is. But I'm not going to go right into the app. These pretty decent though. You can just have them around the house, plugged in, little stand. You can move it around. I don't know if you've got pets or kids or something. Keep an eye on them, and you can obviously mount that on the wall. And it's also got a little bit, so you can take that off there, put it on the back like so, and you can have it on the wall. So that's pretty decent. So that's your indoor camera, the Blink Mini. That's the outdoor one, the newer one. That's the older model. You could probably pick these up. These, I think they're about 89 quid for the one camera and the Blink module. You can get one camera for 60 something quid, or you can get packs of 2 with a Blink module, sync module, Blink module, sync module, Blink sync module for like 130 quid. There's various options, but yeah, decent little camera, worth a buy. So yeah, there you go. If you're looking for a camera, try out the Blink.